young and talented Norwegian, but with some American blood, ATLE LIE MCGRATH.
That was a nice intro. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, that was really good.
I don't think you have such expectation of yourself, but you deserve that. Don't worry.
That's nice of you to say.
Well, he's an upcoming skier. He's born in the year 2000, so 19, 20 years old, and he's already shown his face in World Junior Championships. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
The results so far? Best results so far?
I got a second in Alpine combined and a couple nice fourth places in downhill. And then this year everything got canceled, so that was too bad. But
yeah, some good medal they call. The good medals are good to learn, to get angry.
Yeah, it's good, and I like championships are totally different from normal races because it's more like only top three matters, and it's kind of like it's more pressure in a way that you want to do well, but then also if you ski out, it doesn't really matter. So it's a different mindset, and it's good. It's really good to get to focus on that, so I can do better in future Olympics and World Championships.
That sounds awesome, man. And some of you probably are guessing, and you're guessing right. He is the son of Felix McGrath. Amazing slalom skiers of the years back then, probably Tomba time or just a bit before. Yeah,
Tomba times. He was. Yeah. I've learned a lot from him. He was the one who introduced me to skiing. He was really smart because my mother was a Nordic skier, typical Norwegian Nordic skier, and my mom wanted me to go Nordic skiing, and my dad wanted me to do Alpine. And what he tricked me with was that every time we would go and ski, he would treat me to one of these huge cinnamon buns, like this big cinnamon bun. And that's why I liked skiing in the beginning, because I knew I was going to get like a big cinnamon bun at the end of every ski trip.
Crazy, yeah. So where you got mom? Where did they meet?
They met. My mom was a skier at University of Vermont, Nordic skier, and my dad was a coach. So that's where they met. Mm-hmm.
Relationship coach, skier, athlete.
Yeah, but not the same, discipline at least, or same event.
Yeah, interesting. So she was Nordic skiing, he was an Alpine skier coaching cross country.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So you got clearly some good genes. That always helps.
Yeah,
I hope. Both good at gliding somehow, and so growing up, who was that helped you or inspired you? Both of them, I think. But what was the key? Do you think that you decided I want to do skiing as well? I want to become good at skiing.
I never really thought much about doing this as a job. I've never thought of it as a job either. I ski because I think it's a lot of fun. It took me a while before I started skiing gates. I don't remember the first time I skied, but many years I would only I would go around on twin tips and ski in the woods and just in general ski because I thought it was fun. And maybe when I was around 9 years old, that's when I joined my local ski club where my dad was a coach, and kind of skied from there, So just in general, I always thought it was fun, and I got a lot of friends out of it, and that's kind of just, the way it went.
Yeah. And then you have your base close to a ski resort. What is the ski resort closest to your house?
Yeah, the ski resort I grew up in is called Kirkebakken. It's a really...
It's an unpronounceable name, yeah.
No, it's a really Norwegian name. And we skied, it's really short, super short. It's probably a 40-second slalom and a 25-second giant slalom, but it's steep and it has some terrain. And the best part was that you could get 20 runs every night you were there for skiing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was super fast. There were no lines, and you could just take the T-bar and take so many runs. It was that's a big part of why I think I did well, because I could ski so much and get so many runs when I was younger.
Exactly. I am a big fan and believer that these small ski resorts have a lot to offer, because first of all, there's not much tourism, because the tourists always look for the famous place to go, where there was an Olympic game, it's kind of for you want to train as an athlete. You go and find these little spots like here, even in Italy, in the Aosta Valley, in the Piemonte region, everywhere in Italy we have in the Alps. Some of these small cheeky resorts, that you need to ask the guys in the area, where should we go and train some steep? Where should we go and train some gliding, some super G type? And you find, first of all, they're very welcoming, because they're pleased to have you as a team. They offer you to use the gates, they groom you around the night before, they're really, kind. And then it's really nice for you because you can get so many runs, as you said.
Yeah.
You keep
Absolutely.
going.
And also, it's I go back there and train. We go back there with a team and train too. Sometimes, like during Christmas and stuff. And every time I go there, it's always like perfect conditions for us. It's sheer ice. And although it's a 40-second slalom, it's probably the toughest 40 seconds I know anywhere because it's like so technical. So it's a really good hill. Just.
So the circuit, the first year younger circuit, under 14 or something. You had to travel a lot already straight away.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we travel a lot in Norway. It's pretty cool with the setup in Norway. I guess it's the same with like U14 and U16 and Italy and other.
You just part of a junior team, or you get to train with the top guys of Norway?
Oh. No. It's pretty tough here to get on the team in Norway. So I skied for Bærum Skiklubb, or BSK, which is the name. It's the same club Lucas Bråten is from as well, my teammate. So we grew up skiing together. I've skied with them all my life through I was 9 till I was 16. And then when you turn 16, you go to ski gymnasium. And then I was so lucky that I skied my way onto the national team my third year of ski gymnasium. So I didn't really have any years in between where I had to figure out what to do. Because in Norway, that's an issue where once you're done in ski gymnasium, you don't have a lot of options if you want to continue skiing.
So what do you think growing up in Norway, I want to find out sooner or later I will come and do a documentary. Yeah. I want to find out how come Norwegian produce so many champions and talents.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Is it in the mind? Is it the physical training?
It's a secret, I can't tell you.
No, I want to know. We all want to know. How come it's possible?
It's hard to point fingers at exactly what it is. For me, I think it was that I just, I always had a lot of fun. Growing up, it's like a really good community in Norway where people love what they do, and there are many great coaches and many great people.
Yeah.
And then also, especially the culture in the national team is just amazing because you hear it from everyone, like, the attacking Vikings. They're so good. They're so amazing.
Exactly.
And then when I got into the team, I had high expectations, but I was actually blown away. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. Because you come into a team like came into the team when I was 18, and the oldest guys are like over 30 years old, and it doesn't matter if you're 30 years old and like have won 50 World Cup races, or if you're 18 and have one Europa Cup podium. You're like
welcome, and you feel part of the team.
Yeah, and you're on the same place. No one's worth more than anyone else, and I think that's a big part. We learn from each other. So I learn from all the older, more experienced guys, and then I can teach them some of my tricks. And also, when they're a bit, when they don't have much motivation to train, I can come and kick their ass a little, and then they
exactly. That's big. Some of the young, energy. So who was your idol growing up? Who were you looking at as an athlete?
Oh, it's different. I really love Felix Norreiter. I thought he was an amazing.
He's got the same name as your dad.
Yeah, same name. That's not. I mean, he's just. I always admired the way he was, or the way he is, and how he skied, and then also, guys like Ted Ligeti. I got to train with him last summer. That was like
GS. We used to call. Remember on my page, you used to call him Mr. GS.
Yeah,
the carver.
Yeah, but I got to train with him last summer, and that was kind of mind blowing. And also.
Was in New Zealand?
Yeah, no, not in I trained a little bit with him in New Zealand, but also in Stelvio. I was there with him with Head. And then, those two guys, and of course, Axel is a big role model, has been a role model for me, and Bodie Miller as well. And then now, the recent years, I mean, getting onto the team, and for instance, Alexander Omotkilde, he's probably one of my role models right now.
Physical monster, isn't it? Physically.
Yeah, he's a monster physically. It's if he goes into I feel like if he walks into the gym and breathes in the air, he gets stronger. But yeah, he's also, he's kind of not like, I wouldn't say a mentor for me, but he's a really, really nice guy, and just, I want to have the same values as he has, because I believe
there was a wave in the history of Norwegian skiing. A wave of a couple of skiers, a couple of them always strong. If you remember back in the day, there was like Furzed and the Yamud, and then the Kius, and then Svindal and Youngstrud. So it is always a continuous wave coming in, and they're all so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the counter is a bit one here and there. It's very difficult to have such a continuous two guys at the top.
I think that comes from, it starts with Åmoten shoes, or before that as well, but it was the culture they set, and Axel brought that through, and now we're a stronger team than I believe we've ever been before. Just we have way more depth in our team, and it's something about it when you have momentum, and like we have values we stand for, and I feel like if you just follow what you believe in, you can achieve what you want. So
exactly.
we've been doing the right thing so far.
Yeah, remember the song of Mariah Carey. You can be, if you believe, you can achieve, something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
I like lyrics. I like songs and lyrics. In those lyrics, many songs have this kind of, believe in yourself. The dream will come true. Keep believing. Positive mind. And this is all we repeat as coaches. You have to pull yourself up in the bad days. Something doesn't work.
Absolutely.
Pull yourself up. Keep believing. Keep working hard. And then eventually success comes. And when you do things with passion, how much passion you think you have for skiing?
You can't measure passion.
What's the level?
If you have a level, it's like maybe like yeah. No, it's hard to measure, but I feel like it's it's good to have emotion in your skiing. It's like to really show that it means a lot, because it does. And if you put your heart into it, it's easier to actually work. And also when you're in it's easier to train skiing, but when you're in the worst of the dryland training and just killing yourself in the gym, you need to remember what you're working for.
And as you said, you got already a lot of support over there and the fans behind. As soon as we posted today, me and you, that you were doing this, I got so many messages. Please let me know what time you're going on, guys. It's the Europe time, the US time. So many messages, guys. Well done. You picked a good guy here. Eh?
I really appreciate it. It feels weird. I'm still a fanboy of everyone else, so it's weird to have people like that say that to me.
That's fantastic when you're being, having an idol, and suddenly you are behind him, and you're still trying to pick up something and learning from him. So what do you pick up when you are next to, I don't know, Christoffersen or whatever he was?
It's different things, you can pick up, and different people can teach you different things. So it's hard to point out something specific, but it's all from, how to maintain energy over a long time. Like last year, was my first year racing Europa Cup and traveling, for instance, a lot. I'd never been gone for like a month away from home, and that's something that's really different, and always when you ski race in your own country, if you DNF 4 races in a row, you can just go home. But there you can't. Stuff like that, just your everyday life is maybe what you learn the most from, because that's what like actually matters. It's what you do every day.
Right, yeah. Were you a lonely child, or you got brothers or sisters?
No, I have a brother. I have a younger brother. He's 3 years younger. He's 3 years younger than me. He does not ski. He plays the trumpet, and he's amazing at that. So I actually really like having someone that doesn't ski, because it like breaks up. It brings me out of my world, because I'm so much in my own bubble.
Exactly. Any competition in the family? Your dad sometimes kick you a little bit or something?
Yeah, not as much anymore. It was before, but yeah, I mean, my mom will kick my ass going Nordic skiing still.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's so. There's always ways to get challenged in my.
Besides alpine skiing, what sort of other activities you like doing, or you do?
I actually love playing golf. I do that a lot. It's just it's nice to do a sport that's not so physically tough. At least, and it's it's a great thing to do. And then
a bit of a release, your mind or everything.
Just relax, do something, and I like to I like pretty much everything, like biking, running, and yeah, I did a lot of sports when I was younger. I tried diving for a little while. Like that didn't work out too well. But yeah, in general, I like doing a lot of things, and I think
are there some good sports facility up in Norway? Some good gyms, a good sports centers or something?
Yeah, plenty. Everything's closed now though, but it's still plenty of good facilities up here.
You guys have had the same lockdown as Italy as other parts of Europe?
Not as strict. I mean, we haven't been locked down in our house. We've been advised to stay at home. It's not like this now anymore though. And then everything was closed, but things are starting to open again like they are in Italy.
Did you receive programs for the future coming up?
Yeah, like training programs and stuff. Yeah. We have. So we're probably going to do some skiing this summer because we don't know if we're going to go and, we don't know. We're maybe, normally we'll go to Sasfe, but we don't know if we can go because of coronavirus. So luckily there are a couple of glaciers in Norway with a lot of snow. So we'll go and train some there this summer, hopefully.
Hopefully we go back to normal life and do what we like doing, and you guys can start performing on proper snow. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You still got snow there recently?
Huh?
Did you still have snowfalls over there recently?
Yeah, I mean it was snowing in Oslo like 4 days ago, and then that's the weather here though. It snows one day and then the next day it's 20 degrees in the sun. So
yeah, even here on the Matterhorn, Slovenia is only 50 kilometers here behind me, and 2 days ago was snowing crazy, and here we were sunbathing on the balcony. So it's just ridiculous. The weather just changed. But one positive aspect of this virus thing is that nature-wise, the air is fresher, more animals and wildlife to spot. Well, of course, it's the sad point of those who are being involved in the disease. But anyway, hopefully we are on the way up now. We are coming up.
Yeah, and just I need to thank all the people who do the real work, who actually the nurses who treat the sick and everyone else, and also thank you to everyone who's staying at home because it's really important to continue this because it's not over. It won't be over for a while. So
you still got one more year of junior championships?
Yeah, I got one more year. I don't know where it is. Do you know?
There is one medal missing, yeah?
Yeah, there is one medal missing.
Working on it.
so we'll see. I was really hoping this year because I was in good shape in slalom and GS, and everything got canceled up in Larvik. But I got one more shot at it, so that would be.
It's funny enough that you said you've been growing up skiing and training on small ski resorts, so mainly slalom technical stuff, and then you performed the best in gliding, like you did the 4th place in the downhill.
Yeah, I skied a little bit more downhill, and one thing that Norwegians do is they ski a lot of speed. Like when you grow up, you do I trained quite a bit of just not dangerous, but just super G and everything, just to do everything.
Where did you get to do that? Lillehammer?
Different places. I mean, we didn't need a long track. We could just get a little bit of skiing in. So, I feel like I have a good foundation to work with. And then that's
Victor is already in Europa Cup victories, yeah? What was it, GS? Slalom?
Yeah, I won one in GS. No, one in combined, and then I won another one in GS, and that was nice because I had 7 second places in a row, almost.
Tocca tua vittoria, I'd have to do chapeau, see? Chapeau. They do the French. Chapeau, hats off. No, well done. That's a pretty good start. Well done. In fact, that's why we put the eyes on you as a new upcoming talent amongst few others. Because who do you think in your age, in your year, would you see as another dangerous guy that you're gonna have to fight with him for a long time in your career?
I've already fought with him, but Lucas.
Exactly.
I've skied with him for almost 10 years, and it's always
Lucas Winters. Winters.
Yeah, I mean Luke Winters, but also Lucas Bråten.
Oh, right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because we've skied together, and of course Luke Winters is great. Alex, who was here yesterday, amazing skier. And
guys, when I was in Val d'Isère, I was away from the course as a photographer, and Luke Winters with beam number 42 came down second, not behind Pinturo, for a few hundreds of seconds. That's unbelievable,
That was so amazing. I mean,
Amazing.
the Americans are coming. I mean, I know they are.
And there are a few others that did the same. Yeah, brother did a few other things like that. Yeah. Where did he do that? I think another slaloming or something. He did something like that, brother. Starting back then and up first run within the top 10.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So how do you deal with your nerves, the psychology aspects of you as an athlete? How you learn to deal with it?
Yeah, it's of course it's very individual for everyone. But for me, I'm pretty, like, what should I say? I'm really pumped up normally, so I need to work on keeping myself calm, and that's mostly just I ski my best when I don't overthink too much and just.
All right, not want to overdo it. Just go normal.
Yeah, just go ski, have fun. That's what I always try and tell myself. Like, I'm actually living out my dream. This is what I want to do. So enjoy it while it lasts.
So you get to the start and let's go. That's it. You don't think.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. I just
Yeah.
Going and skiing, for instance, the second run in Kitzbühel, I was standing in the start gate, and when you're in the start gate, you can see the finish area. And I can see that, I don't know how many 10,000s of people were there, but that was so cool, because I was like, okay.
That pumps you up so much, yeah? That young guy like you, that must be an adrenaline boost, yeah?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to ski in front of these people. So that was that. Yeah, awesome. Those are the experiences I live for.
That's awesome, yeah, exactly. Being able to stay calm and say, I ski, I do what I do, I train for this thing, and I'm going to do it, and that's it. Because if you start overthinking, that's it, yeah. So it's difficult to teach, but what would you give as an advice to a 12 years old looking at you, wanting to become like you?
Have as much fun as possible. I mean, that's the only deal. Do different things. Like, if your friends want to go play soccer with you, go do that. If they want to go cliff dive with you, go do that. Just enjoy. I mean, I believe that's the best way. Hard work and having fun, if they go hand in hand, you can go a long way. There's no secret. There's no secret formula. You just have to really enjoy what you do.
Have fun, enjoy, and go for it. And then, how did your parents interfere somehow? How did they react to your victories or to your?
Both my parents have been really important. Especially my father. He was my coach for many years, and he just has been there for me. Both my mom and my dad, and my brother too. It's like they're always for me. They're always there for me, no matter how.
Did they come to the races? Did they come often to the races?
Yeah, my mom and my brother was in ATLE. That was really cool. And then
Did you enjoy the slope? Did you enjoy the slope at the bottom?
Yeah. That was probably coming from bib 75 into 14th place on the first run. That's the coolest experience of my life, I must say.
Fantastic, yeah.
Insane.
It's all up and down rollers and sideways, and then you get to that knoll like that.
Yeah, over the pitch.
The right turn over there where the left foot goes towards the chalet hut in there. Oh my God, you guys just let go down there. It's amazing. Yeah. Even with Bardone, we spoke the other day with Max Bardone, that is in 2005 was his first victory. And he said that's amazing, because when you get to that knoll, you don't see the gate below.
No, you don't.
Pick up a reference point, the tree or something. And so in a fraction of a second, you have to look at the tree and say, oh, that's the time to go. Because you don't see.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool.
That was your first time that you skied at the Boden?
I skied it. My first World Cup race was in ATLE in 2019. That was cool. I crashed so hard. I hooked a gate in my neck, and I had from about here to here, I had a huge burn mark. But it was still really cool.
That show that you are trying to exaggerate, yeah, as you said before.
Yeah, I was going so hard. I was trying all I could. I was leaving nothing behind. So.
But now having the awareness that you start believing yourself and realizing, well, I actually won a few World Cup races. So you go to the World Cups thinking the same way. You think, I'm going to ski the same, or you thinking, I'm going to step up my game, try to do more?
Just ski the same.
It's the same.
I've learned that I need to focus on what I can do. I can't control anything else. So it's been new with more attention, more media and everything, but I think it's cool. It's a part of it. And then I'll just keep on focusing on myself. That's the most important thing for me.
Fantastic. You seem to have the best attitude, the right age to
That's nice.
And what sort of diet? Do you have a special diet? What Norwegians eat?
We eat. No, we don't eat anything special. I actually try and eat as much as I can because we're so active, and especially during winter. So try and eat a lot of vegetables, and then quite a bit of different meat and fish, and nothing really more than that. And we're also like most of the year we live in hotels, so you're served something. But I try and eat as much as possible. That's kind of my policy.
Traveling around, where did you find the best food and where did you find the worst food?
North Italy. North Italy is the best food.
Yay!
I have to say, the pizza and pasta.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so good. And then I don't know where the worst food is. I mean, it all depends what you order.
Yeah. I see the comment from Scott. Thank you. The good values are the foundation that supports all the hard work. That's a good and entertaining interview. Well done. Hey, ATLE. Thank you for doing this good interview. See?
Yeah, thank you for arranging it.
You got the positive vibes.
Yeah, that's good.
Can you tell us a funny comment that you heard from a coach growing up? Like in Italy, there are so many funny comments. Don't sit back, don't look forward, don't do this, don't do that.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Something that makes you. Do you remind anything?
I need a. What was the funny thing I was told? When I was younger, the fall line it's the straight line that goes down the hill. I didn't understand really what it was. So a coach told me that at the fall line, which is the middle of the gate, you need to be a banana. So I tried to be a banana, and I would go like totally over on my side, and it just didn't work at all. So I remember that being a banana was something I was trying to do, but it didn't work.
What is this fall line? I can't find it.
That was pretty funny.
That's cool. Yeah. Do you like any type of music in particular?
I listen to a lot of different music, So I would say I'm unfortunately pretty basic. I don't prefer Norwegian music. It's unfortunately not the best. So I listen to a lot of different stuff.
Do you go to races with your earphones and listen to music?
Always. I like blocking out the
stuff that pumps you up or stuff that calms you down?
Huh?
Stuff music that pumps you up or music that calms you down?
Between runs, I need stuff that calms me down, and then right before I ski, I take music that pumps me up.
Yeah. And then waking up routine, the warm-up runs. What do you focus on?
I don't really have much of a routine. Because every place is different, so I just kind of, go with the flow. So, but in general, yeah, just I focus on the small things I need to be ready for the race, and then the rest doesn't really matter for me.
What's the best and the worst thing that you like in this lifestyle?
Oh, the best thing is that I get to ski all the time and be outdoors. It's just awesome. And then it's hard to point out one of the worst things. Last year, I would say it would be being away from home a lot, but this year I actually like traveling. So can't really find a bad thing about it now. Maybe that my feet get cold. That must be.
They've got feet, yeah. Do you use any heater for your ski boots now?
I don't have space. I have so small boots.
Exactly. Yeah. That's pretty amazing, yeah. So traveling is a good point. You happy that you picked up skiing as a career, because skiing is very various. The slope changes all the time. Condition changes every run. It's never the same turn.
Yeah. That's one of the best parts too. I've never had a boring day skiing.
Exactly. Have you got anything else you'd like to say in conclusion?
Thank you for having me here. It's been nice to talk to you.
No, we'd be very pleased, and send us our regard to your dad as well, because I remember growing up watching his videos, skiing down, and so a good family. And it's happening actually recently in the recent year that many top guys coming up have a good family of former skiers, of very passionate skiers, or some like you have skiers that have been in a quite good career in the World Cup circuit or medals and stuff. But it's good, it's in the gene, and it's good to see that we can pass on this message to the future, and you guys still love alpine skiing as we do.
Yeah, that's great. And just thank you for watching, whoever is. I don't know how many are, but it's fun to talk to you.
it'd be good to, in the meantime, guys, you keep writing to us and messages, and then we can ask whatever you'd like to ask him for the next time that we're gonna catch him again somewhere. Hopefully on the ski slope, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. That would be nice.
Thank you very much, ATLE.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, bye.
Bye.
Wish you all the best.